Welcome back, writers. Today is our last day of doing Virtual Writers Workshop, which means when we come back on Monday, I just might see you in the hallways and we just might give each other a finger wave. But it also means that you'll start doing Writers Workshop with your teacher. Please be sure that you bring any of your writing paper that you have saved. And if you have a folder, make sure you bring that folder. Bring all of those things back so that your teacher can have them for their files if they ever need to pull them out later on in the year. So, as promised from yesterday, I told you I would let you know what it was that I wanted as my last rule. Just a reminder of what my pattern book looks like. My first page said, remember to keep your mask on at school. My second page said, wash your hands to get rid of germs at school. And my last page that I wrote yesterday said, keep your hands and feet to yourself at school. So those are the three rules that I felt were the most important ones for me to remember when I come back to school on Monday. Can you believe it? Now that you've seen what my story is about from beginning all the way to the end, I wanted to teach you something called a rubric. A rubric is something that you use to just check in on yourself and say, how did I do? Did I make sure I followed all those expectations? When you come back to school, you'll be able to fill one of these out for real. But for our purposes for being online, you are going to remember just to write either the letter Y or you would write the letter N. A Y would be yes, and an N would be no. And I'll show you how to do that on your paper over here. So we're going to take a look at this rubric, and it says, does my book have a pattern on each page? So I have to go through and see if there was some sort of pattern that I remembered because we're doing a pattern book. And if I did, I can color in this yes, or down here on the very bottom, I could just put a Y. And I'll know that that meant my first question was yes. If it was no, remember I would put no. So let's go ahead and see, do I have a pattern on each page? Remember to keep your mask on at school. Wash your hands to get rid of germs at school. Do you hear my pattern? Do you hear what two words are the same? I'll see if you can say it this time. Keep your hands and feet to yourself. Yeah, at school. That was my pattern. So I went ahead and I put a Y right here on the bottom, but I could also, when I get to school, I could use this rubric and I could color that in. Now, my next one, do my drawings have lots of details? Well, let's take a look. I focused on putting the details that were on the calendar, and I had a blue mask on that day and a red necklace. I'd say that's adding details. My details here, remember I talked about that pink that was on my sweater and it had the gray trim, but my sweater was actually gray. And then my fingernails, I'm kind of starting to peel them off a little bit, but I had red on all my fingers except for the pointer finger. I had on some silver. And then on this one, you can see the boys and girls are keeping their feet to themselves. They're keeping their hands to themselves, and they're staying right in their space on the little carpet square. One day, when COVID's all over, you'll be able to sit on the carpet just like that too. So I'm going to answer that. Do my drawings have lots of details? I think they do. So I'm going to color in that yes. Do you remember what you could do if you don't have one of these papers, which nobody does yet? Do you remember what to do at home? That's all right. You're going to put a Y at the end or at the bottom. So now I have two tiny little Y's down there. The next one says, did I start each sentence with a capital letter? So I'm going to go through and I'm going to look. Yep, that one had a capital. That one had a capital. And that one had a capital. So what can I do? What should I do now? What? Right. I can put a Y at the bottom, or I could color in yes. Now, did I put a period at the end of each sentence? There's one period. There's another period right there. And then there's a tiny little period right there. So what should I do? You got it. I need to put a Y down here, and if I was in school, I could color this in. The next question on my rubric is, did I leave spaces between my words? And they use 2 fingers to space. So let's see. I think I used spaces there. I used spaces there. Yeah, and I've got spaces there. So what do I do? Oh, I just love when you guys listen. That's right, I put another Y down here because yes, I did do that. And the last one says, did I spell sight words correctly? I don't have any sight words on that one. And I don't have any sight words on that one. And A-N-D. I did spell them right. So I get to put another Y there, and I get to color this in. Now, here's the thing. I've been writing for a long time because it's one of my favorite things to do. And I've had lots of practice. I've had lots of teachers tell me what I can do to make my writing better. So what I did is I kind of made up and pretended that I was a student. And I made up a new story. And I just wondered if maybe you guys would like to be my teacher for this one. So here's my story. It's the same story that you saw before, where my first one said, remember to keep my mask on at school. Oh, sorry. I remember what I did. This says, remember to keep your mask on at school. So I'm going to pull out a new rubric, and I'm just wondering if you guys could grade this for me. Okay, let's take a look. Does my book have a pattern on each page? So these right here. This was the only page that I have. So my word said, remember to keep your mask on at school. Do I have a pattern on each page? That means more than one? No, I don't. That's okay though. Nope, I don't. I'm going to color no. Do my drawings have lots of details? I didn't even do a drawing, did I? Well, I'm going to have to put no on that. So I have my N, my no. Did I start each sentence with a capital letter? I did. I remembered that capital R. So I'm going to give myself a Y because yes, I did do it. Did I put a period at the end of each sentence? Whew, I did. Good, good. So I can put that there. Yes, I did. Did I leave spaces between my words? I did again. So I get to do Y. So far I have no, no, yes, yes, yes. And the last one, did I spell sight words correctly? Well, I didn't really have any sight words in there, so I'm going to say no. I did not put any sight words in there. It's okay. You can put yes if you want, but you don't have sight words, so I'm going to put no. So now that I did my rubric, if I wanted to, I could go back and I could fix my work. I could fix this no to be a yes. I could make sure I have 3 pages. I didn't do my drawings, but I can go back and fix it. There's no reason why I can't. It's always great to go back and make good of your mistakes. Try to make them better. I have one more I wanted to know if you could score it real quick for me. Do you think you could do that? Okay. Here's my work, and here's my rubric. Does my page have a pattern, or my book have a pattern on each page? No, it doesn't. So I'm going to put an N at the bottom of my page because no, I only did one page. Do my drawings have lots of details? But it's invisible. Oh yeah, that's right. Invisible isn't a picture. No, I did not do my picture. Did I start each sentence with a capital letter? I did. I have my R right there. Okay, that's my first yes. It's all right. I know where I can improve next time. Did I put a period at the end of each sentence? Don't look, I'm going to do that right now. Oh, I can't do that right now, can I? No, I'm trying to see how I did, if I remembered. So I can't put that rubric in there. Or I'm sorry, I can't put that period in there. So no, I did not. So I'm going to put an N at the bottom. Did I leave spaces between my words? Yep. Yeah, I did. I think I did. Yes. Yes, I did. And did I spell the sight words correctly? I didn't have any sight words, did I? Oh, I did have and right there. Yeah, it's A-N-D. That's not an O. No, it's supposed to be an A. Oh, I guess I probably shouldn't have wrote so sloppy, huh? So, no, you can't read it. You weren't able to tell. So that's a no. But you know what? Now I know where I can go back and I can fix it. Or I can remember next time I'm doing my writing to keep those ideas in mind. Today for Writer's Workshop, I want you to go through this rubric on your story. Moms and dads can help you out. I'll go ahead and put these questions right on the Google Classroom on the description so that you can go through it. If you ever want to go back and fix your work, though, I think it's a great idea. Never be afraid to go back and fix it. Boys and girls, I cannot wait to see you on Monday. It's going to be so nice to just hear your voices and to see your eyes twinkling behind that mask from happiness. Remember to bring all of your writing back with you on Monday to bring to your teacher. Okay? Have a great evening, a wonderful weekend, and get lots of rest for Monday. Bye-bye.